Chaos963, doing it to you in 3D, so groovy that I dig me. Can I get a witness up in the house? Listen, glad you tuned in. Uh, definitely gonna make it worth your time. Let me get the screen straight. I'm switching in and out so fast. There we go. Alrighty then. A couple more adjustments, and I think I'm gonna have it. Let me slide it. There we go. Okay. Chaos963, doing it to you in 3D, so groovy that I dig me. Yes, sir. Listen, we got some things I want to share with you on today that I know encourage, strengthen, and all the rest of that stuff. Kind of excited. Let me turn this AC off. Ah, man. Woo. Um, just a great time in life, you know. It's always good. You know, since I remember back when I was a shorty, we had a serious football game, a championship game, and we went in. It was right after they, started busing, so we was out to this one school, mixed, and racism being as it was, they was kind of doggish, man. They brought us in, and all of us was, superior athletes, man. To be real with it, and so we had a quarterback, Daryl Armour, I'll never forget. Excuse me, Daryl Newton. Daryl Armour is another partner of mine. What's up, y'all? Daryl and Daryl. But he was a way superior quarterback. But then they had this white cat, right? And they wanted him in. You know how it goes. But the story goes that dude went in and lost the game for us. And I thought, man, that was kind of hard pill to swallow. But it was a serious lesson in that it taught me, to understand some of what I was up against, and that's what some of this is about on today. Talking about, well, I can't believe this. Well, believe it, man. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. And the sooner you recognize what's going on, the sooner you'll be able to take control, take advantage. But I'm getting definitely ahead of myself. Kind of making it hard to track, without a more solid foundation laid. So I'm gonna lay a solid foundation. First and foremost, take care of the minor details, let you know where I'm at. You can look up on the screen here and get pretty much all the information needed. Chaos963.com is where we are. You can reach us at Chaos963, the Cash App, Chaos963 PayPal, Chaos963 Twitter, Chaos963 Facebook. Chaos963 on Instagram. It's Chaos963HZ on Instagram. That's the only one that's different. And then you can also reach us at Chaos963 at Chaos963.com. I'm going to put that one up too. Plenty of ways for you to communicate. Communicate, give us a shout, let us know what's going on. Share. I always say that if somebody out there got a word, come on up. Let's get up, put you up. Because it's a time now when we need, all hands on deck, as they be saying. All hands on deck. And go ahead and secure this victory. I mean, we can't lose. There's no losing. We're fortunate that our ancestors were so superior, man, that this thing that they laid down is so strong that we can't lose. It can't be beat. You be fast, you got to have a lot of water. Continue to rinse the old body out. So if you do have a word, something you want to share, and it don't got to be no long something, come on, put you up, say howdy doody, and get on, whatever you feeling. But I realize that, no man's an island, and there's folks that got just a piece that might, if not help me, somebody else help me, and somebody else too. So let's be cognizant of that. Don't think that what you have is not vital. It's not important. We've been taught a lot of stuff, and that we've been kind of diminished our value in ourselves we have. And that's man, we the salt of the earth, man. But been kind of tricked up out of that. So it's time to get back into that. Giving away a candle. We want a free candle, the Chaos candles that I have right here somewhere. But you'll see them go to the website and leave me information. Powerful stuff, man. I don't know if y'all know about the candle entities and candle energy. It's been around forever. You know, they've been burning candles and having that energy come off the candles for years. And we put the sigils on ours, and we usually you know, have a word over them and speak that energy into them, and then they come and bring that energy to your home and to your life, and it's just a powerful thing. We need to get back into our spirituality, the spirituality that we had when we were kings and queens over on in the motherland, and because that's what worked, and it worked for us. You know, it's the understanding that, you know, everything ain't for everybody, and what's working for, you know, some of these folks over here ain't the thing that is for us. You know, if you got a bird and you feed woo, and you're feeding him dog food, that ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? So what's appropriate for you is what's appropriate for you. And that's one of the pitfalls that we've fallen into. You know, we're trying to be like somebody else, and they trying to, and have been taking our energy, because while we trying to be like somebody else, they try to be like us, you know, and they come and I like the word they use in the street vernacular now, culture vulture, you know, and they just bite all on our culture and take it and then go make, you know, millions with it. And then, man, it's a new day. It's a new day, man. And I'm, you know, I'm really kind of pulling the covers off some stuff, because I've been trying to follow in some political correctness, if you will. And I'm like, man, that ain't for me. That ain't. I'm about some truth, and let the chips fall where they may, you know. And so that's what I'm bringing, going to continue to bring it, because in there is the power. In there is the power. If you have a high octane race car and you putting regular gas and stuff in it, it might run, but it ain't gonna do what it's supposed to do. You know, I remember first time I had a car that mandated a little more than regular. I'm thinking, man, how come this bad boy needs regular? I don't get it. Now, as long as I put regular in, you know, we had no problem. But then, you know, like a lot of folk do when they think, well, if it's all right with this, let me go and try some regular. You know, and I put that regular in there, and so I got to knocking and kicking and hooting and farting and carrying on. I said, oh, we're not going to do that. You're high-octane individuals. We're high-octane individuals, you know, and our spirit mandates a higher level of attention and of energy. And into that, we have to know and understand that the spiritual system that our ancestors dealt with was the spiritual system for us. And that's just all there is to it, you know. And so what a lot of folks over here is getting this, the watered-down version of our spiritual system that we had in Africa, man. And just the fact, man. And so it's incumbent upon you to touch back to the basics, man, and get that original juice, uncut, unadulterated, unfunked, pure D power for the melanated man and woman. And that goes a long way when I speak of melanin, because, you know, it's this melting pot that we're in here in the United States, and a lot of folk think that that's a bad thing, and I feel different with you. I think it's probably it's the most powerful thing happening on this planet, and the proof is in the pudding. You know, the athletes produced here, the academics, scholars produced here, supersede everything in the world. You know, they do a little something in other places, but the places that really seem to be doing something, biting off of our culture. You know, they send their people over here to go to school. Why is that? Hello? This ain't rocket science, man. This is not rocket science. So you need to understand that the pattern that we were cut out of is a special pattern, and when you follow the recommendations for that pattern, you're good to go. When you get a brand new car, they give you a book, man, and there's an owner's manual. Well, our owner's manual say that certain things that we need and certain things that allow us to function at peak optimum. And when we do those things, we function at peak optimum. And when we don't, we have issues. And right now, because we've been so hard pressed to try to catch up with, the Joneses and whatnot, that, man, we're functioning, as to use the verbiage I used yesterday and the day before, so with environmental retardation and trying to assimilate into that environment, man. Our folks is going crazy. And then again, don't think that it's not by design, man. We're dealing with some systemic racism and things, and that by design is to destroy. So anyway, again, I'm saying I'm not going to wax political on this, man. I'm here to give you solid, powerful information on how to be your best, information on how to tap into your superpower, the energy in you that has been in you from the beginning, and use it. The energy, and give you an understanding about that energy, and that it has been there waiting for you, just dormant, waiting in the cut. And you need to understand that. I see, folk reading that word and whatnot, and even into that, the power that still comes from that, it comes through. They don't even act upon that, because power is power. It can't be diluted, man. But it's like anything, unless you plug in and use it, man, it ain't finna do nothing. Well, okay, let me pour some libations before we get going. One of the things, man, I'm going to just put this on out here, that we need to do is, as I said the other day ago, a lot of the things that we do, we're reaping what we're sowing no matter what, man. We're getting what we're putting out no matter what. The fact of the matter is that we're putting out negative garbage, man. And I kind of touched around that many times already. I've been telling about how, I hear the folks when I was, involved in the church, and saying, well, they prayed the problem. Folks didn't pray the answer or the solution, or they didn't pray victory, which is really what you should be saying. They have victory over your situation. That's kind of what I'm going to talk about today too, but have victory over your situation, and not saying, not confessing, not reiterating, not articulating the problem, man. I'm broke and I just need it. No, man, no. And now I understand there's some facts that you're looking at doing, but we're not rooted in and I have to say, we're not rooted in facts. We're rooted in faith. And when I say that, I mean that, we speak prophetically. We speak to the future. We speak what is coming to pass. We know what the situation is. Right now, I'm telling that situation to line up with what I believe. I'm telling that situation to line up with what I'm telling it to be. I'm telling that situation, come to here. No longer be over here. Come here. That's where I need this situation to be right now. Finances, come here. Energy, come here. Peace of mind, come here. Sleep, come here. Joy, come here. You're not gonna allow nothing to steal that joy and things from you no more, man. It's a new day. Energy is being released. Power, chakra energy is being lined up. The wheels are turning, man, and it's time to tap into that and with the intent, believe, know, understand, state it to be so, and move in it. No longer, man, are we, oh, woe is me, No more of that. I remember they used to say, the Alcoholics Anonymous, they say, pour me another drink. And I used to think, wow, that's crazy. That's what that is. And then we listen to this garbage that they are glad to feed you. Again, I'm waxing too political. We're going to pour some libations, and I'm here to just tell you what you can do to rise above everything that would appear to hold you down. And because that's what it's about for me. I told you, started, I guess, about a few weeks back now, that I was having these dreams, and they got just, I mean, and now they're still coming now. They talk about this. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. Talk about this. Okay. Tell them this. Okay. Right. Yeah. Because for one, I practice this. You know, I practice listening to my spirit, man, and being obedient. You know, so I say, get up out of bed. You know, hey, man, it's 3:30 in the morning, pal. You know, yeah, well, I didn't ask you what time it was. I can tell time. I am time. I need you to get up now, and have me research this and that. It's that deep, man. This thing is real. You are a spirit being. You know, you own that body. You live in that body, but you're a spirit, man. When you make the transition, you're going to leave that body and look back at it and say, man, I guess I should have took a little better care of you. Well, I'll see you. You know? I'll see you later, pal. Yeah. Anyway, next time I'll take a little better care of you, but this time I got to go. But when you leave that body, you're going to realize, man, that that's not you. The real you is what's inside, man. This is just your Earth suit. Your Star Trek hookup. That's what this is. And pour some libations, man. Being that that's not the real you. When you saw your mama, that wasn't the real her. That was her Earth suit. That was her body for this thing. That's the one. And wherever it is now, you know, you go to the graveyard. My mama was cremated, got ashes and whatnot. You know, that was it, man. You know, when they didn't, you read the word, believe some ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Wherever you come from, that's where you're going. That's why some folks ain't going too far, because that ain't where they came from. That ain't where they came from. I say, come on, little notes. I have some little notey notes here. We're going to get busy. Yeah, but I'm giving away some candles. I got some crystals. I got a bunch of stuff, man. When folks ain't chiming in, I'm like, whatever. You know, because I'm free and clear. I done did my part. They said, get up, set it up, speak up. Okay, I got up, set it up, and I done spoke up. You know, and I done, first I come out, I'm okay, and this, that, and now I'm like, man, please. I'm finna just set it out, man. If you can't handle it, choke on it then. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what's real. They've been feeding the cat all that BS. I look at the other day ago, I was studying about the first president of the United States. You know, there was 8 black presidents before there was 8. Before there was Washington. This thing, we built this thing. We built the thing before this thing. And in Africa, we built that thing. And then we built the thing over there in Asia, man. We it. When they say we the juju battery, they mean that. And it's interesting how the mindset of our people is so intense. You play chess? Let me pour this libation, man. Let me mark that down. I want to remember chess. I'm going to give you a little something about chess. For real, for real. For my mama, I love her much. I say. Oh, man. Told you I'm going to be doing some singing. I started. We've been getting together the last couple of days. And, man, I've been anointed, man. And we finna put it down. And man. Anyway, my mama, I say, Julia. I say, William Frederick. I say, let me get these other names. And I told you I'm going to look up some more of these divine entities that you can pray to and whatnot. And get that energy and watch them move for you, and then teach you and show you that, you know, you got your own spirit that you can tap into and get that. And he's just waiting. Your guides and spiritual guides and whatnot is wondering, man. They watching you getting your head popped out. Oh, why you do that? Not holler at a fella. Oh, there you go again. Call me up, man, and pick up that spiritual line. Give me a holler. And you don't even talk to them. Okay, well, I guess he must like that. He must like getting his head popped and whatnot, man. No. Well, what is it then? You ain't listen, man. Boy, let me tell you, I'm gonna hurry up and get these libations poured and things like that. Yeah. Hot that shit. I'm gonna pour this over here to Muhammad Ali, because that's my guy, I say, and to Tiacha, I say, and to Shamula, I say, and to Papa Legba, I say, and to Chicombo, I say, and to Lovato, I say, to all the fairies, I say, to the imps, I say, to Mother Nature, I say, to what's my girl's name? I can't think of her name now. Dang it, the singer, not Sarah Vaughan. Oh well. And spirits known and unknown, I say, and my family members known and unknown, to the pals, I say, to the my Aunt Janice, and to my Aunt Eva, hey, Shawnee, I say. So be it. Man, y'all would quit with that foolishness, man. This is what we was raised on, grew with. You know, when they brought our people over here, the Africans, they didn't stop. They used to sneak and do their stuff, jump in the broom and all that stuff. And they used to do their libations and whatnot. They did it on the DL, but they snuck it. Did it, but they did it, man. And that's what's important, man, because that's the spiritual system that they grew and knew up in. Grew and knew up in. That's the spirit they knew and grew up in. Yeah. Anyway. So, but I'm not even going to belabor that point. Bottom line is we need the spiritual advantage right now, because things is like doing what they doing and all, and them folks think, they're gonna hype up the situation and do all what they. I was just amazed at some of the stuff. I'm like, man, y'all need to go on, and that's what I'm talking about here today. Like I just said, I was amazed. Well, yeah, because I am amazed. I'm like, that's amazing, But the bottom line is for Cat not to say, that you don't find it, that you don't believe it. And that's what I'm talking about on the day. Believe what you see in and hear, But anyway, it's like I was saying, a chess game. I play chess, man, cold chess player, man. And I remember when I was on my sabbatical, and they had a chess tournament, man. And yeah, everybody, John, you ought to get in, man. Waddy, because you be waxing everybody, I said, okay. So chess is a game of strategy, man, for real, and skill, unbelievable, man, So and I had strategy and I had skill, and experience and all of that. So I joined. I waxed everybody. I was the champion. So I was like, yeah, okay, cool, So I got, I'm put on, hey, I'm the champion, right? I'm the champion, right? Okay, now check this out. Now, get the science in this, okay? I was the champion, the best, that played in the tournaments. So then after the tournaments, old boy come up to me, and I knew him. I seen him around, kind of quiet cat, And, he came up to me, he said, congratulations, and I'm, kind of chest puffed out. Yeah, right on, yeah, I'm the guy. And he says, you want to play a game? And I says, yeah, okay, sure, let's play, And I'm thinking, I'll wax you up right quick. He says, well, let's make it interesting. What you want to play for a little something, And he got, yeah, we play for a little something, So, we got on board and put up a little small something, and, I waxed him. Wow. He said, see, yeah, you are good. Okay, here's that. You won that, pally pal. Take that. You want to play again? I said, yeah, we can go again. I'm thinking, I'm going to have lunch and dinner. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, when this dude got out of my pocket, I was down considerably, and I thought, well, I had to eventually stop, because one, I'm not a gambler. No, I ain't never liked gambling. I hate to lose my money. So that's a double hate, We played about maybe 3 games, 4 games, Probably about 3 games, because actually he waxed me that second time. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, Mr. Strategic, you strategize right up into that whipping. That boy put knots on my head faster than I could rub them. I thought, okay. So then, about 2 days later, this other cat comes up to me and says, same type of scenario, dude. I didn't see much. Older cat, you know. Said, hey, man, I heard you want to. Yeah, he said, you want to play a game? I said, sure, you know. He said, what you want to play for? I said, nothing. He said, well, you know. He said, I don't play for nothing. He said, if you ever want to play a game for something, holler at me. So about 3 cats come up to me, man, out the woodwork. So the third dude, I'm telling him, I said, because because now my little confidence is kind of, you know, I'm the best. So I played the third cat. We played for like, you know, something simple, man. He waxed me. I said, okay. Let me tell you, man, this thing that we're dealing with here is just a big chess game. And the mind and the collective consciousness that we are is that guy that came after the championship. See, those guys think that they the champions. They think that they ruling and running things. They not running nothing. The strategic genius behind us has them exactly where we want them. You're going to get that. You're going to get that exactly where we want them. Now the game starts. You're going to start putting your intentions forward, and you're going to start believing. I'm here to tell you on today, stop saying I don't believe. When you see something, I can't believe they did that. I don't believe that happened. It happened. They did that. Because see, you're confusing your spirit. You tell your spirit, well, no, I have an area where I don't believe. Oh, no. I believe. Now that I have my purpose, my place in that belief, I can put my energy and my intentions wherever I want, because I believe and I know that where my intentions are, the energy will follow. Oh, I can believe all the stuff going on. But you know what I believe more than anything is that I win. I win. I cannot lose. Thank you very much. I want you to know and understand today that you win. You cannot lose. There's strategy in place, even that you don't know about. I liken that Deuteronomy 28, and I quote it because, again, that was my foundation. But it speaks about how, I'll read some of it. I'm not finna read it. I guess I am. Got plenty of study stuff over here. Don't get it twisted. But he said, if you shall hearken diligently unto the voice of thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee. That was the point I want to get to, because, you know, about this thing here, we're going to talk deeper about that. But the bottom line is the God conscious mind that's in you is what is saying that all these things will come over you, will come on you and overtake you. Do you know what it means to be overtaken with a blessing? That means that blessing will literally come up over and overtake you. That means you won't even be able to stop it yourself. That means that whatever has to happen to get you in place to receive that blessing is coming. If he has to move you a little over here, if he has to move you a little over there, whatever's needed to get you in place to receive that blessing, it's going to happen. And let me tell you right here and right now, and understand this. If it wasn't for some tragedies and some hard times, some of y'all would never even seek to pray or to seek the inner spirit that is in you, to seek and look for the power that is in you. If you didn't go through some hard times, some of y'all would never even look. Couldn't put a bunch of money in your pocket. Even now, as this whole trip goes down and that fake out move and what's going over there with that and everybody and get out and cash and all that, man. If it hadn't been for the fact that the bottom had been pulled out, some of y'all still wouldn't even be seeking nothing higher. This thing is by design set up for you to understand that the situation that you're in mandates a higher level of consciousness. What worked yesterday is not going to work today. As everything shifts and changes, as we have the dimensional shift constantly. Ask some folks that are spiritually astute. They'll tell you daily, moment by moment, there's changes. I'm looking at nature and I'm looking at all the things that monitor for me the changes. So I can look at them and say, oh, okay, yeah, I get that. Especially the things within myself. The dimensional shifts are so powerful on a regular basis now. It's like, man, there ain't no need to try to keep, man, this thing is moving, Jack. And I realized that we are going into a time of elevation, a time where things are speeding up to the point where, again, what got you where you got here today is not going to be enough to get you to where you got to go tomorrow. You got to pick up the pace yourself. You got to pick up the pace yourself. I'm going to fall back 1 minute on this whole thing about chess. So we had this chess master come in, right? Now again, I'm the champion of me. I'm the best in the whole joint, right? So the chess master come in and you know, I was part of the little group that, you know, he came in, we met and all, and everybody's, you know, come in, we sitting down, we was chopping it up, right? And so they said, well, you know, you want to play, dude? I said, no, because I'm already knowing, you know, this dude. So, yeah, I play. You know what? He's supposed to beat me, you know. So it ain't no thing. You know, kind of. This dude was so far over my head in chess that I couldn't even learn from him for real. You know what I mean? So we was up in the gym and they you know, brought old boy in. Now this dude said, yeah, and then they announced he's gonna play old boy, and we're gonna, you know, have a little exhibition and all. So everybody, I'm like, oh, what the heck, you know? So we get there and we got the little table and stuff set up, and then they had a circle of tables actually set up, and it was about 30 chessboards in a circle set up. So he said, here, you know, and he set me down on one of the boards, and then he got all the other chairs filled around the table. There were 30 of us playing this dude. So we started. We moved, and he would go to the next person. Move, go to the next person. Go to the next person. Go to the next. He ain't taking no time. It don't seem like he's even thinking. And he'd go to the next person. He'd go to the next person. By the time he made it back around to me, he made a move and went on off to the next person. Went on off to the next person. Came on back around. Boom, went on off to the next. Well, about the third time around, fourth time around, he was starting to wax dudes, man. About the fifth time around, there was dudes getting up out of their seats. I'm like, how you playing? What kind of fine mood? Ain't nobody with that fool's mate. I know some of y'all that play chess know about the fool's mate, but the cats he had, we wasn't into getting beat with no fool's mate. We was above that. He was watching dude anyway, 5, 6 moves, about 2 or 3 cats was up already. About move number 7 or 8, about 10 dudes was up, you know. About move number 9, 10, about 15, half of the cats was gone. About move number 11, 12 or so, there's only about maybe 10 of us left. About 2 more moves, 3 more moves, he'd wiped out everybody. Everybody. That's the conscious mind that is working on your behalf. You think that what we're involved in here is some hard chess game. This ain't nothing. He's so many moves ahead of this whole thing that is not, or she's so many moves ahead of this it ain't even funny. Understand, man, who you are and what you are tapped into, what you're in with. This ain't hard. There's nobody up in the conscious realm breathing hard. I wonder if we're going to... No, man. No. Many moves ahead. That's what this is about. Learn that that's the mind that you have within you. I'm going to leave you with this story, right? One last chess story. I wasn't going to do chess stories. I don't know how I got over here. I was here to tell you that don't be saying that you don't believe. Believe it. And then know that whatever you're seeing and dealing with, you are better than it, bigger than it, smarter than it, quicker than it, stronger than it. Whatever's happening with you, you're bigger than it, smarter than it, stronger than it, quicker than it. You it. So this dude, man, he done whacked 30 of us. And it was weird because, you know, when you're on that level, you know, a master, like they notate all their games, right? Everybody playing off. And then they start getting levels and rankings and whatnot. And so he put in his book, you know, that he played 30 scrubs. He got some scrub points. Oh, shoot, he come in and got some scrub points. Man, he went through us like a hot knife through butter, man. This cat here. Let you know, man, that's who you are. You're on a super level. But we've been going through all of this madness, man. And they set up an environment that makes us think that we're not what we are. They set up a system that makes us think that we're not what we are. I was laughing when I first heard about how they set the SCT tests up and all that, to where if you ain't coming out of that system, then you can't really win on that test. The whole system has been set up for us to lose and for us to look stupid and whatnot. It's interesting because I started, once I really got conscious and started dealing with knowledge for real, I started looking back on my life. And there were times in my life where I thought, oh man, I really messed up there. Then I realized, no, you didn't mess up. You were guided strategically down certain paths and not even knowing and realize. And what's interesting in it all is that as things moved on, as things moved on and we became more consciousness and a collective consciousness, we start sharing more information like we're supposed to, like we used to, like we need to. And we would share that information, and in sharing that information, we realize that, well, man, this is what they do with that, and that's why that comes out like that. And everybody, oh, okay. And one of the things was like with the testing. And then we start realizing, well, man, you know that this is like that, and this is like that. And we start realizing that, man, well, wait, no way. They got some traps set up by design. Wow. But the ultimate play has been set up for us, and we win. And it has been set up so strategically that we literally cannot lose. There's nothing you can do to lose. Have you ever seen where they'd have like the little kid that maybe he's got cerebral palsy or, you know, some little deficiency or whatnot, and they want to let him get a a touchdown on the field, and they give him the ball, and all the guys are falling around him and all that stuff, and he's getting to feel what it's like to make a touchdown. That's how this is set up for us, man. We can't lose. We can't lose. So then, having said that, thank you very much. I'm going to let you go, right? Remember, man, give me a holler. Stay in tune. Follow me. Send me some folk. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And, so it's going to build and grow and do what it's supposed to do, period. If you want to be a part of it, all the better. Enjoy sharing with you. I really do. Well, I guess that's cool. I'm starting to enjoy that part. Because I was really, first I was like, man, I'm not. Okay. Thank you. Chaos963. You know all the numbers and information. Make it happen. I'm gonna let you go. As they used to say back in the streets when I was a youngster,